So another new update we have in our version 4 of our portal is we did wire in connection to Google Analytics so that you can, in essence, push your activities that are happening, pages are viewed, catalog items, and other types of records that are viewed. That information can be pushed up to Google Analytics. So I'm just starting here in terms of our current, this is my Google Analytics page. You'll see there's no active users on the site currently because I turned off the analytics tracking in the portal to show you kind of how to set that up or where we set that up, and I'll show you some of the code behind it as well. So first of all, basically to make it work, you have to, we're not supplying the Google Analytics kind of code or key. Instead, we're expecting that you're going to sign up for an account through Google Analytics, which will give you basically a tracking code that you'll register a site, get a tracking code. And then in the other section of our settings, you'll see one here for Google Analytics tracking code. If it's blank, it basically turns it off. So I'm going to put my tracking code in here, save my properties. Now if I refresh my page, what I hope to see, or what I expect to see, is that we should see some activity in Google Analytics side now when I go to refresh this. So now I see there's an active user on here. I can see him on the home page, also highlighting kind of where from a location perspective I'm connecting. So I know it's actually making connections now, which is good. I can also go to different pages. Say maybe I want to go to a specific catalog item record. Maybe go to a different item record just to add a couple more tracking activities to here. We go to my browse page. And then you can see it's got various tracking out here. Now one of the things I want to highlight too is you will notice we are passing some additional information like the page titles and names. If you do connect onto a catalog item, it'll display the catalog item name as the page title. So that's being passed as well. And some of that is being done. Let me show you some of the code behind this. So the code is in based on the theme that you select with our app. It's going to be in a different header record from each, but each theme has baked into the header record. You will see kind of the input of the Google Analytics tracking code. So it's kind of on the server side. You got data GA tracking code. And then within the script, you will see if the GA tracking code is defined, this is where it's then making a connection to Google Analytics to start that creation of the process, and then doing a send GA page view. Now the other thing you'll find is that as you make a page change, which is tracked right here as a event to make a page change, it is actually going and registering that kind of create and send in a new Google Analytics page view to that next URL that I'm connecting to. Now this function, just to explain this a little further, takes the URL you're going to and then in essence passes it to a REST-based web service called getPageInfo. And the purpose of this, and this is one that you could extend or adjust if you wanted to, but I'll show you what it looks like here. So under Development Components, REST API, I think it's under Common. Get page info. So it's passing the URL and then looking at the URL to see if it's a ServiceNow or Service Portal page, getting the page title information from there, or if the page is a catalog item, then it's looking at getting the catalog item record from there and getting the title of the catalog item. If it's a knowledge article, it's getting that. So this is one that if you wanted to get more specific around the names and titles that are passed to Google Analytics, it can be done in this function to manipulate the URL, pull out the different parameters, and pass that information back and forth. So that's kind of the gist of Google Analytics tracking. So it's keeping track of my page changes, page views, passing additional title information as part of that transaction based off of intercepting and interpreting the URL that the user is going to. So hope this was helpful, and thank you very much.